I played the worst horror game ever. Please, if you do like the video, make sure to subscribe, like this video, and check out my channel for more. What's going on, guys? My name is Guzzle Coffee. Welcome to my channel. Today, we are going to be talking about one of the worst experiences I've ever had playing a video game. First off, it wasn't scary enough. As someone who doesn't often play horror games, when I do, I don't want to be able to sleep afterwards. I want to be staring at my ceiling, wondering why and how something is going to come into my bedroom and manipulate me in my dreams or something. This game, however, left me in a state of unknown, confusion, and honestly, I was mad. I was mad that I spent $33 Canadian on this title, but I was even more mad that the first one was so good and this one was just a polar opposite. You might be asking why. Why was this such a letdown? Well, let me tell you. The characters. I didn't really care who they were. In Outlast 1, Blake was constantly listening to the inmates, giving little tidbits of information, introducing personality to make them seem like real people. Sure, they had a couple screws loose in the head, but that was literally the point, to horrify you while you're on your journey. The second Outlast, however, had all the characters preaching the same Bible scriptures over and over again. Not to mention, it was exhausting that Red Barrel didn't give enough personality to care about any of the characters, including Blake, the character you control. I was also confused as to what was really going on within the story. There were some parts where you were told Lynn was pregnant, but you don't recall Lynn being pregnant or how Lynn got pregnant. You also don't really know much about Jessica either. You find out a little bit near the end and you can kind of put things together, but it got to the point where me and Twitch chat were Googling what was the point, what actually was the story, who were these people, why are they relevant. This leads me to the story. Things in Outlast 2 really didn't make sense. Like I said, to me or my chat. In case you didn't know, I do stream on Twitch 4 times a week. Make sure to give me a follow. The link's in description. Twitch.tv/guzzlecoffee. I appreciate that so much. It got to the point where I really didn't care if I died due to the way that the game was structured. The first hour or two were okay, but after that, the game was going downhill very, very quickly. Stealth? What's that? Way too much running, even in segments that were supposed to be stealthy. And those segments are in a very tiny part of the game compared to other elements. Your best bet was to run since the AI will find you anyways. This makes me think back to the campsite scene, as you can see here, with the flaming archer. If you played this game, you know exactly who I'm talking about. The AI in this game always knew where you were. Stealth really wasn't an option. No matter how many times I was trying to get through this campsite, this flaming arrow man consistently shot me or pulled me out from under the little lean-to. This was very frustrating and led me to just end up sprinting past him once I had slightly hid from him in a bush. I felt like I wasn't playing the game that I thought I was playing. When I was thinking Outlast 2, I was expecting something similar to Outlast 1. This felt more like a running simulator than anything. Death. Well, in this game, you're going to die. You're going to die a lot. Because of the way that this game is structured, death will stop being something you're afraid of, leaving you devoid of any horror, unless you count gruesome violence as horror, which, let's be honest, it really isn't. You can see that in Grand Theft Auto. I want to feel horrified. I do not want to feel terror. There is a difference. Terror is the feeling of dread and apprehension at the possibility of something frightening, while horror is the shock and repulsion of seeing the frightening thing. Do you see the difference here? This game was more terrifying and on edge. It kept you anxious, but did not keep you fearful and horrified. I was upset. And at the end of the day, you should be too if you played it.